Howdy folks, Grok the DuckFarmer here, and I'm doing a little Minecraft with Botania. Yep, gonna dig deep into that mod, and I'm assisted here by my pig, Frank, who decided to leave. But that's okay, because I am gonna be busy here, chopping down some things. I've been a little bit busy and distracted since the last episode. I went off on a family vacation, did a little family reunion, and I was gone for a good solid week. Drove about 900 miles on a Saturday, hung around with the family, did all that cool stuff, and then the next Saturday, when we were all done, drove another 900 miles back home. And, yay, back to work and all that fun stuff, which is, not as much fun, but still worked out very, very nicely. Enjoyed that a lot. Since the last episode, I did do a little bit of exploring here. You can see I've got a bunch of birch trees, and that's what I've actually been using for the main source of wood, which is okay because it grows fairly fast. I do have a spruce, I do have a dark oak, and a bunch of other stuff here. Oh, things that I've done. Let's take a look at the map. Yeah, I've gone all over the place. I went way up over here and went all the way around and way down, and I was happy to find, no, not that one, this. Well, I don't think I actually went to this one. I think I ran past it. Okay, so it was this one. I'll have to make another trip because I can see right there. Too far. I can see right there. That's a Blacksmith Shop, and that's worth investigating because this didn't have a Blacksmith Shop, but it did right there have it had one of those churches, and that had the peace candle in it that I've been looking for. So I've got that right here. There's my peace candle. You can only find these things, but the nice thing about them is, as I understand it, it does a 5x5 chunk, no mob spawning, centered on the chunk that the candle's in. And I did the other thing that I'm commonly do. I went through and lit up my area. So if we go to night, and we'll zoom in a little bit, you can see I've laid down torches in a grid. I did that before I had the peace candle, but I'm very happy that I've got the peace candle now. And Roxy's decided to come sit on my desk, and in a few seconds she's going to put her head on my mouse hand, which will make gameplay hard. Why do you do this, kitty? I guess she's hearing stuff. Oh, I've got some crops in here. String is really, really helpful because that way I don't have to hunt down the sheep nearby. I found these things and went and did another trip up to the ice plains to get these. I found a few and I said, oh, those are kind of cool, and got 2 seeds. And then I realized when I read the stuff, oh, they give you experience, which is very nice. So there's free experience flowing in. How's that? And I had 32. I did a specific run, and the last few were down here. And I decided to grab one of these the worms. You can see the worm wiggling right there. I decided to grab one of those, see if that would speed up the process. No, don't do that. They are not compatible. They didn't pop out the seeds. They just disappeared, and that's why I'm missing. I guess that's five seeds over here. So I'll have to make another run way out there to do that. Anyway, so I think we've got everything done here. Let's talk a little bit of Botania stuff and get some things going. So one of the things that I want to do is start with a spreader and a mana pool. So there's my crafting. Oh, hey. Crafting on a stick. Oh yeah. So that way I can access this in my inventory wherever I am. I love that. So let's take this and let's make a mana pool. And no fair peeking ahead and see what I'm going to be making. Let's put the mana pool here, because let's check the chunk boundaries. Okay, this is all one chunk, so no problem. If that's going to be there, then let's give it a little space and let's put the mana pool there. Why not? Okay. And I'm going to go ahead and break these 2, and you'll see why. Now, let's turn that off. Okay, the other thing I want to do is I want to get a bit of gold, and I'm going to use just the tiny charcoal. So if you take one of these and break it down, you get 8. And so instead of in this circumstance here, it's way more efficient to do the one than it is to burn all, 8 ingots worth of stuff and lose all that processing, because I ain't rich. I need to be very careful with what I've got here. And hey, I remembered the recipe. I've switched these so many times. So there's the spreader, and let's go ahead and drop that right down in there. Let's grab my wand of the forest and shift click. So now this spreader is pointing into the mana pool, and I've got it here because then I can put mana pools around here and put a mana distributor on top, or splitter. I think that's the word, the mana splitter, and then just point this straight up at it. And that way I don't have to move things around, and the less I have to see the spreaders, the better. I'm happy with that. All right, so let's go ahead and get some mana generated, because hello, Botania, we need mana. So let's go ahead and grab these, and let's go break these up into petals, and let's clear off inventory or space here. And I need a bucket of water. All right, so if I go 2 of you and 2 of you and a seed, yay. So now I need that. Let's get you rid of, right click with an empty hand, and now I just need another seed. Yay. I need 1 extra empty hand. Okay, so water, right click with the empty hand, seed, water, right click with the empty hand, seed, yay. Okay, so those are hydrangeas, and I like these as a mana generating flower because they're nice and passive, and I'm gonna stick them right here. The drawback on them is that they will decay after a while, which is a bummer. But this has a little check mark, and you can see it's highlighting the mana spreader. It's automatically, too far. Oh, well, that's a bummer. That's a bummer. Oh, well. Yeah, I'm not going to move things because I'm not going to move things. It's already doing stuff. Oh, well. It's just out of range. Let's see. Shift. Bind. Still too far out of range. Oh, well, we'll only get the 3. The bad thing about these guys is that they will decay after a while. But they will go ahead and produce mana, which is nice. So go produce me mana. Next, let's go ahead and do the next one here. And these is the ones that I do a lot more of. And so let's make all of those and all of those and all of those, and let's drop that down, and that can go out of the way. Okay, so let's arrange. Okay, so 2 of you, 1 of you, 1 of you, 1 of you. And that gives me an endo flame, which will burn any burnable stuff into mana, which is what I can do that easy. So right click and seed. Yay. Maybe you can hear that car going by really loud. Oh, seed first. Seed. No. Q to drop the seed. There we go. I can do this. Let's go ahead and right click. I would love it if I could right click without an empty hand, but that, yeah. Oh well. I didn't write the mod, so that, and just 2 left. And I like making these in groups of 8 for a various obvious reason, which I probably won't actually get into today, but maybe. We'll see. Last one, seeds, and I always like to keep that refilled. So, nighttime. Gotta sleep. Even though I have the peace candle, I like to have it, be sleeping around. So let's put this here, and since that's gonna have those, let's put the next batch. They could be right next to, that's fine. So let's go ahead and lay these down here. And these will burn whatever items that are burnable around. So let's grab some charcoal. I need 8 charcoal. So for that, I need a few more here. If I have mathed that correctly. And I can make these fairly easily. So, I have not mathed them correctly. I need 1 more. All right, so 9. There we go. So now I can take 8 of these blocks, and this is about as potent as it's going to get as far as these guys. And now there's a lot more mana flying into here. Let's take a quick gander and see how much we've gathered. It's just barely registering, but this will take a while to do. Let's stop looking at you. All right, so the hydrangeas will go away, but these will keep burning forever. And let's check to make sure they're all linked. Yep, they are all linked to that spreader, so cool. And if we just look at this, it's getting a little bit of mana, and then when it gets enough, it shoots it into the pool, which still hardly shows anything. All right, so that is the hydrangeas done. Now, the next thing I want to do is get some tech going. And yes, this is Minecraft with Botania, and we're going to be doing a deep dive into Botania, but Actual Additions is part of this pack, so I'm going to use some of the tech from that. And one of the first things I need to do is make these basic coils with this Restonia crystal, which is just redstone. Oh, hey. Other stuff I've done. Let's run over here real quick. I sunk a shaft all the way down to well, Y11. I tend not to go to bedrock, but I went down to Y11, and I'm sure you're saying, hey, Grok, why are you digging a straight down shaft? Well, I didn't. I did a 2x1. You know, I stood in the middle of the 2 and then dug and then patched it back up. Because, you know, no, I'm not dumb enough to dig all the way straight down, which is good because there was a cave complex down there. That would have been a problem. Anyway, enough of that. So let's take a look at this. I gathered up a bunch of iron, a bunch of, well, not a bunch. 8 gold, 1 which I've already used, a ton of coal, ton of redstone, got some good stuff like that. A few things that I found the diamond when I was running around looking for villages, and that's my one and only diamond. And if we take a quick look at the map, let's go to cave layers, let's go all the way to the bottom, and that's not really showing. Oh, let's go up, oh, down one more. There we go. You can see I've done a little bit of strip mining down here, but not a whole lot. I need to do a heck of a lot more strip mining. And where did I go with this? Oh yes, I went all the way down here, and yeah, scary. We got cave spider stuff going on in there. Anyway, so I got the redstone. I went ahead and took the redstone and 2 iron, and ran over to the village and used the Actual Additions building down there to get me the redstonia crystals that we need. So I'm going to go ahead and make some items here. Where is my crafting table on a stick? First thing I want to do is make a coal generator. So that, and I think, let's line it up with that. Let's put the coal generator, okay, let's check the boundaries. Okay, we're fine. Let's put the coal generator here, and we got some of the use. Let's do 8. And these I like to turn into the tiny charcoal, again, to be a little bit more resource friendly. This is just going to burn it up, but if I had, say, an entire chunk of coal, or say a block of coal, that's even more power, and it just needed 1 crystal flux, RF, whatever you want to call it, 1 power to generate, it would burn that entire thing. And so that's kind of a waste. So I like going with the teeny tinies. All right, next. Next, I want, let's go doot, doot, and doot. So the next thing I want is to go ahead and process items. And for that, I'm going to use a crusher. Now, I could go ahead and make a double crusher, but that requires 2 crushers and advanced coils, which is a lot more gold than I want to spend right now, because I only have 7 left. So let's go ahead and put that crusher right there. And the power's going down because it's getting sucked into the crusher. Speaking of gold, let's go ahead and process some gold. Because why not? All right, and then the other thing I want to do powered-wise is over here. And that is the powered furnace. And it's a double furnace, which is hunky-dory for me. It will actually burn 2 items or smelt 2 items at a time, and we'll stick that right there. It's going to suck up power. Ooh, it's grinding along. This will double your ores, which is very nice, and occasionally give you an additional output. So when I'm doing the iron, it will occasionally get me, I believe, some gold in this pack, which is mighty handy. Let's go ahead and fire that gold through there. Yay for tech. Now the next thing I want to do, let's go ahead and grab this bad boy here. And if you were sneaking, you saw the auto breaker. So let's go ahead and make that. And I'm going to go ahead and place that over here. Boink. Now what this should do, is that pointing in the right direction? Yes. And what it should do is anything in front of it should get automatically broken. And it goes into the internal storage. Cool. No power, nothing like that. It just automatically does that, which is exactly what I'm looking for. And I want to stop that. So let's go ahead and make a lever. And there we go, lever. The other thing I want to do is I want to grab this and that. Hey, come back in here. So I want to make a real quick cobble gen over here. And if I put the water here, it flows down into that. And if I've done this right, that will flow over and cobble. That's real cool. That's really nice. Okay, so now I've got unlimited cobble going. Well, you know, I've got 9 stacks worth of cobble that I can generate here, but that's okay. When I've got this processed, all the stuff and automated up, then this, I can put 2 hoppers underneath, so, and like a crate here. In fact, let's put the crate there right now. I think I've got several crates that I looted from the villagers. I asked and they said it was okay. So let's go ahead and grab the crate. So I just need to get enough iron to make 2 hoppers to funnel that into the crate. And then instead of having 9 stacks worth of cobble, I'll have that many. Plus 9, plus 10 more for the 2 hoppers. That's a lot of cobble. So I like this little setup. And this little setup is what Thorgal demonstrated. It's very server friendly. I've tried other methods. They're not nearly as nice as this. I had where the water would flow over this way and then it would break, or the lava would, yeah, it was really bad. This is very happy with server tick. I've yet to see this break on a very laggy server. So that setup, super easy to do. These here will prevent things from the water from going around. Even if you knock them down, it still doesn't matter. Those work really, really nicely. And I think I'm far enough away from the lava, maybe, that things won't burn. I really like being able to turn off fire tick, but you know, single player world, no cheats, so can't do that. Dang it. I wish I could. Let's see. Well, let's run over here real quick. We got some more XP we can pick up, because why not? It's a waste if they're sitting there unchewed. Okay, so next thing I need, there's one last thing I wanted to accomplish before we signed off. I need a bit of sand, and let's grab all of that. Let's grab half a stack. Over here, the gold is good. Let's burn that. Those are good. This is still going up. It's almost caught up. Kill. Okay, let's stick this in here. And because it doubles, that's going to give me 64 here and fill up and stop. So that's why I'm not going any further than that. I do need some of this iron, and I'm going to go ahead and steal that and start that processing. And auto split on. So this will automatically divvy this stuff up. Really chews through the power, but that's okay for right now. I want the speed. Help, see? Got an extra bit. Ooh, extra bit. So that's really cool. Let's go ahead and stick those in there. That should be sufficient for my needs. I'm not sure if I'm getting any experience from these items smelted in here. Let's take a quick look. Nah, it looks like I'm not getting anything. Why are you not doing anything there? Oh, just a little visual glitch. Okay, so the next thing I wanted to do is sleep real quick, because I don't want the monsters to come at me because I'm brave. Let's see. The hydrangeas are still kicking around. I think it's an hour. I'm not 100% sure. But we do have mana in here. In fact, if we take a quick look, there you can see the little teeny tiny, just barely see the blue. And if we right click now, okay, yeah, we're almost to, it's like a third of a quarter. Yeah, fractions. Let's see. I need to take 9 of these. I think I only need 8 of these. All right, so there's the mana steel. And if we click this, I believe one of you and the glass. No, not yet. I take and surround the glass by 4 of those. That makes a lens. And then if I combine that with, yeah, you're not patterned. This is the magnetizing lens. And if I stick that with 4 around like this, that makes the ring of magnetization. And that's one of the first things I will make in Botania. Let's go ahead and toss that in there. Oh, I feel so much happier with that. Oh, I really, really like having the magnetization ring. Why? Because if I break stuff there, see, I just got those seeds from way out there. I'm breaking them far away, and they're just zooming in on me. So much tidier now as I run around breaking grass, and I will for a while to clean things up. It will pick up stuff. Or if I'm going through and I'm chopping down trees, and I really should tidy this up, chop down things from a distance, they come to me. That means when I'm downstairs, down in the mine, and I come across some diamonds, please soon, then when if I'm mining them and they're above lava, doesn't matter. I will be able to pick them up just fine. So yay, that makes me very happy. And I had 1 extra iron because there's 10, I only needed 9. But ooh, look at all that, that's good stuff. Okay, let's go ahead and smelt the iron. I need a bunch of iron. But I think we've got a pretty good deal going on here. Got peace with the candle. We've got ourselves the beginning of mana gen. Oops, the endo flames are out, so I need to get those restocked. I've got tons and tons of wood that I can harvest, which is okay, and that's what I'm going to use for the endo flames. The hydrangeas are going to just generate mana until they die, and then I'll just wave goodbye to them, and that'll be the end of that. But I've got the ring of magnetization, and that makes me happy. It makes me very happy. We also got some automation, or not automation. We just got some tech going, so I have supplies. Yeah, that's not a bad beginning. And I got my ring. Because I really love it. Yes, I do. Anyway, this has been Grok the Duck Farmer, playing Botania's quest and digging deep into Botania. And thanks for watching. Bye.